because it's media day where 25 teams took the mics around the league. And over the next hour, we're going to catch you up on what everyone's got to say with the start of the year right around the corner. Let's start in LA with year 23 of LeBron.
I'm excited about today. I'm excited about the opportunity to be able to play the game that I love for another season. And, whatever the journey, however the journey, lays out this year, I'm just like super invested because like you just said, I don't know when the end is, but I know it's a lot sooner than later. So, being super appreciative of the fact that I could come up here, do another media day and talk to you guys and do all this stuff around here. So just excited about the journey and whatever, this year has in store for me.
LeBron, along those lines, you've said a version of that in this room a couple of times where, you don't really know what's going to come next. You don't know when you're going to feel that it's been enough. What are the things that are still pushing you to keep doing this? And does it feel closer? Or does it sort of feel like the same feeling as when you enter year 22 and year 21? Yeah,
the things that still push me is the fact that the love of the game is still high. The love of the process is even higher. So that's what continues to push me to play this game. It's really that's simple. Me training and working on my body and trying to get my body as close to 100% as possible every year is something that's like it's a beautiful thing for me. And just continue to challenge and see how well I can, push myself to, play the game at a high level, recover at a high level, be able to sleep better, mentally prepare, try to stay sharp throughout the course of a long season, and just like the roller coaster of an NBA season, that's all like gratifying towards me, to me, no matter the good, the bad, the ugly. Like I love that process. So I think that's all. It's a bigger, so much that goes into it, more than just picking up a basketball and shooting it at the rim.
LeBron, Brad Turner from the LA Times.
How you doing, Brad? Nice to meet you.
Back again. How much does having a young partner like Luka weigh in your decision and your future going forward?
Say it again?
How much does having a young partner like Luka, a savant basketball player, how much will that weigh into your decision as you go forward with this season?
As far as how long I go in my career?
How long you in your career, right?
Zero. The motivation to be able to play alongside him every night, that's super motivating. That's what I'm gonna train my body for, every night that I go out there and try to be the best player I can for him, and we're gonna bounce that off one another. But as far as me weighing in on, him and some of my other teammates of how far I go in my career now, it would be literally my decision along with my wife and, two of my boys are already gone. Well, one of them is somewhere around here. Yeah, Bryce is down there in Tucson, so he's out the house. So it'll be a decision between, me, my wife, and my daughter. Like, that's not even, it won't be, hey, having a meeting with my teammates. It won't be that.
All right, well, we'll see what that all leads to this season. Let's welcome everyone in here. I'm George Sedano in for Malik Andrews. We'll hear from Malik a little later. Alongside NBA champ Kendrick Perkins, Big Perk, and of course our NBA front office insider, Bobby Marks. Big Perk, I'll start with you. What do you make of what LeBron had to say today on Media Day?
Well, he said all the right things. The most important thing is that he's excited, he's motivated, and that means that Rob Pelinka and the Lakers front office did their job this offseason, right? If he's coming into training camp and he's happy and he's excited about this season, he's excited about the moves that they made. And I'm excited as well. I'm very high on the Los Angeles Lakers. I got them right up there with OKC and Houston, and I wouldn't be surprised if this team make it to the NBA Finals. They have a lot of young veteran guys. I love what Rui Hachimura brings to the game. Austin Reeves, we saw flashes of what he could be last year for us, the strides he took offensively. Luka in great shape. They got a point of attack defender and Marcus Smart on the perimeter. And DeAndre Ayton, I believe we're going to see the best version of him, something that we haven't seen in a long time. His mental is going to be there. So I'm high on this Los Angeles Lakers team, and if you're the Los Angeles Lakers, you feel good about what LeBron James is saying right now, because that means he's excited and motivated and he's pleased about what they did this offseason.
Bobby?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me was, where was LeBron's mindset? The last time we saw him was limping off the court in Game 5, and as you heard in the his interview, he still has that love to play the game. Here's a player that's 40 years old and is still a top 10 player in the NBA. And what LeBron said is that when that love for the game isn't going to be there, that's going to be his signal to walk away from it. And it's not going to be how great Luka is and what next year could look like. It's when he'll know when he's done playing, but he's not done quite yet. He still thinks that this team certainly can contend in the Western Conference here. And he looks, certainly from a health standpoint, that's going to be the biggest thing as far as where he is this year, because as I said, he's coming off that knee injury from that Minnesota series.
Has dominated the offseason has been the NBA's investigation to the alleged cap circumvention between the Clippers and Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi has yet to speak on the allegations, but while we wait for Leonard to hit the podium, here's a straightforward denial from Clippers President of Basketball Operations, Lawrence Frank.
The salary cap governs everything we do. Our mission every day is to build the best team we can under the constraints of the cap. There is no gray area. There are no secret shortcuts. It's clear what we are and are not allowed to do. The accusations made against us are serious, and they don't line up with my experience, my reality. We will cooperate with this investigation and let this process play out. But we're eager for the whole truth, the whole picture. We're very confident that we're on the right side of things. Dennis knows the rules, Kawhi knows the rules, Mitch Frankel knows the rules, and we know the rules.
Bobby, where do you lie on all of this thus far?
Yeah, I mean, it's similar to what I said a couple weeks ago when I was on the show. What the optics say and what the eventual proof will eventually say are probably two different things here. Listen, we live in a world where salary cap circumvention is the cardinal sin when it comes to how the league looks at it and how the teams go about their business here. And I believe what Lawrence Frank said on TV or when he did his media conference earlier today. They're not going to salary cap circumvent to basically go out and pay Kawhi Leonard more than what they already paid him, which was the maximum salary allowed here. We'll let this investigation play out. If they are convicted of it, yes, they will pay a significant penalty. But until they are convicted of it, I believe where the Clippers are right now.
Medium Perk?
I'm with Bobby. Like, we got to let this play out. You know what I mean? A pair of lips could say anything. You have the reports, but let the investigation take place. Let it happen, and let's see where it's at right now. I mean, once it's over with. But as of right now, it's just a lot of speculation, and so, I'd rather not even, dive too deep into it.
Look, CJ, it's more wine for you, man. All right? At age 40, LeBron is now just over 3 weeks away from becoming the first ever to play 23 NBA seasons. He's also 50 games shy of passing Robert Parrish as the all-time leader in games played. Here's our Dave McMiniman with LeBron and then later Luka.
You're a very accomplished player, but you're also very attuned to the business of basketball. This is the first time in 8 seasons with the Lakers you're coming into it where you're in a contract year. How did that come to be, and do you think that will have any impact on how the season goes for you?
No, it will have no impact. I'm super, excited about the challenges and the excitement of our team. We added some new guys. We got another year under our belt with our coaching staff from last year. Got a full year with Luka and another year with the guys that I've been with. So, super excited about that, and I'm not worried about contracts, things at this. That doesn't bother me at all. Super humbled to even have a contract still, and be able to play the game that I love still at this part of my career and take full advantage of it.
You've been saying that the retirement's soon, but not necessarily imminent. Yeah. What are the factors that you're weighing or going to weigh that would lead you to say, you know what, that's it, that's my body of work, I'm done? Yeah.
For me, it's just, am I still excited about the process? Do I still get motivated about the process every single year, preparing my body, preparing my mind, working on my body, training, things of that nature to get ready for a full season. I think once I kind of fall out of love with the process, then I'll know for sure, then it'll probably be the end for me.
So where's your head at coming into this year, knowing that you get a full training camp with this group?
I mean, my head is great. I was like I said in the podium, fresh start for me, fresh mind. So I'm very excited to start.
So you and LeBron played a limited amount of games last year. I think something like 15 and 8 during the regular season together. What did you like about what you guys were able to discover right away as teammates, and what are the next levels you guys can get to? Because we both know you guys can do so many things with the basketball in your hands.
Yeah, I think For sure, this practice is going to help. Practice with him, practice with the group is going to help a lot. But I think that little run we had when everybody was healthy, I think we played one of the best basketball in the league at that point. So I think we're in a good way.
So with that said, right, there are still a lot of competition in the Western Conference. The defending champs are coming out of the West and the Thunder. Obviously, Denver gave this team a ton of trouble in the years prior to you getting here. How do you view the rest of the league and where you guys fit into the championship picture?
I think the West is insanely loaded right now. Have so many teams that can surprise you. They have great players, but our only goal is the championship, so we're going to look forward to that.
All right, Perk, Bobby, we'll start with you, Perk. We heard from LeBron, but we now saw what Luka had to say to Dave. What did you make of what Luka said there, Perk?
I think he's ready. Again, I'm gonna be watching what Luka does on the defensive side of things, but I think he's ready. He's ready to accept the challenge. I think he's excited. He's put the whole Dallas Mavericks situation and him being traded behind him. He get a fresh start with the same coach and JJ Redick who believe in him. He has a live threat in DeAndre Ayton. Looking forward to it.
Bobby?
George, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I think it's the biggest storyline of the NBA, the two players on this Lakers roster, not just because it's the Los Angeles market and the product there. The ultimate balance of the two timelines when you look at Luka and LeBron, of course, the young player and then the older player that has maybe 1 or 2 years left, and then the LeBron as far as the potential to become a free agent next year. It is some type of balancing act that Rob Pelinka and JJ Redick are going to have to weigh this current year.
Where do Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler rank among the NBA's best? As a new season approaches, the Golden State Warriors find themselves once again in the spotlight, not just because of their legacy, but because of a revitalized core led by two of the league's most respected veterans, Stephen Curry and Jimmy Butler. For much of the last decade, the Warriors were the team everyone expected to be in the finals. But reality has shifted. In the past 6 seasons, Golden State has made just one finals appearance. So now the question lingers, should expectations be tempered, or is this team poised for one more deep run? If Steph Curry has anything to say about it, the Warriors are far from done. And the front office agrees. At last season's trade deadline, Golden State made a bold move, acquiring 6-time All-Star Jimmy Butler. It didn't take long for the new pairing to click. Together, Curry and Butler posted a remarkable 22-5 record in the regular season, an instant chemistry that surprised even the most optimistic fans. With Curry entering his 17th NBA season and Butler adjusting to his new surroundings, the duo quietly became one of the league's most dangerous combinations. Still elite, still respected. Despite being well into their 30s, both players remain firmly in the conversation among the league's elite. In ESPN's latest Top 100 rankings heading into the 2025-26 season, Curry 37 and Butler 36 were both named among the top 20 players in the league, a rare feat for players at this stage in their careers. Curry was ranked No. 7 overall, down just one spot from last year, a testament to his continued excellence. Last season, he averaged 24.5 points, 4.4 rebounds, and 6.0 assists per game, while shooting 39.7% from 3 and a league-best 93.3% from the free throw line. Even in year 17, he's still one of the most efficient and impactful players in the NBA. As ESPN's Anthony Slater noted, the Warriors outscored opponents by 299 points when Curry was on the court last season, the best on the team. When he sat, they were outscored by 28. His value, even now, remains undeniable. Butler finds his fit. For Butler, the ESPN rankings placed him at No. 18, following a mid-season trade that might have saved the Warriors' year and reshaped his own trajectory. After a difficult final stretch in Miami, Butler arrived in Golden State seemingly re-energized. In his 30 regular season games with the team, he averaged 17.9 points, 5.5 rebounds, 5.9 assists, and 1.7 steals, all while adapting to a new system and role. According to Slater, his time with the Warriors was brief, 30 regular season games, 11 playoff games, but spectacular in every way. Most notably, the wins. The team was 25-26 when he arrived. They finished the season on a 23-8 run and went on to eliminate the second-seeded Rockets in the first round of the playoffs. It's not just about numbers for Butler, it's about fit, culture, and purpose. And in Golden State, he may have finally found the right mix. A new chapter, a renewed belief. There are still questions surrounding the Warriors heading into this season. The core is aging. The Western Conference is stacked. And the window, while still open, isn't as wide as it once was. But with Curry and Butler healthy, aligned, and motivated, there's a sense of quiet confidence building around the team. The Warriors were at their best last season when those two shared the floor, not just in terms of production, but in leadership and intensity. And now, after a full off-season together, there's reason to believe they'll be even better. Golden State may not be the undisputed favorite anymore, but they're not fading away either. As long as Steph Curry is leading the charge, and as long as Jimmy Butler is pushing alongside him, this team still has the pieces, and the pedigree, to make a serious run. Momentum and maturity, what comes next for the Warriors? As the Warriors gear up for the 2025-26 season, the focus isn't just on talent, it's on timing. The pairing of Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler isn't a long-term experiment. It's a 2 to 3 year window, at best, and everyone within the organization knows it. That sense of urgency is shaping everything, from preseason planning to locker room conversations. According to team sources, Curry and Butler have taken a more hands-on role in player development and daily preparation during training camp. The coaching staff, meanwhile, has built out new schemes specifically designed to maximize the strengths of its two veteran stars. There's a real seriousness this year, one Warriors assistant told The Athletic. They know the opportunity is there, but they also know it's not guaranteed. That's bringing out the best in both of them. The chemistry between Curry and Butler is more than just functional, it's intentional. Off the court, the two have grown close, forming a partnership rooted in mutual respect and a shared competitive edge. While Curry remains the undisputed face of the franchise, Butler's voice has become increasingly important behind the scenes, challenging teammates, holding film sessions, and setting a physical tone in practice. Adjustments and depth. One of the key takeaways from the end of last season was that the Warriors system had to evolve. While the classic motion offense still runs through Curry, the addition of Butler has brought new wrinkles, more half-court creation, more isolation flexibility, and critically, a stronger defensive anchor on the wing. Golden State also added key rotation players this offseason to complement their veteran duo. Younger wings and defensive-minded role players were targeted specifically to give Butler room to operate on both ends, while reducing the physical load on Curry across 82 games. Internally, the coaching staff believes this team, though older on the surface, might be more balanced than any Warriors roster since 2019. League-wide perspective. Around the league, the Curry-Butler pairing has drawn quiet admiration, and some concern. Executives from rival Western Conference teams view the Warriors as a legitimate threat, particularly if the supporting cast stays healthy. Some believe the duo's success last season was no fluke, citing their playoff win over Houston and a top-tier net rating when sharing the floor. Others remain cautious, pointing to the age of both stars and the increasingly competitive West. With Oklahoma City, Denver, and Phoenix all boasting younger cores, some insiders wonder whether Golden State can keep pace over the long haul. But there's also a prevailing belief that in a 7-game series, few players remain as dangerous as Curry, and now he has a partner who shares that postseason pedigree. Looking ahead, contention or transition. For now, the Warriors are focused on winning. The front office isn't treating this season as a farewell tour, but they are aware that windows close quickly in today's NBA. Curry is under contract through 2027, but with each year, the weight of last chances becomes heavier. Butler, meanwhile, seems to have found new life in Golden State. After years of carrying heavy expectations in Miami, the fit in the Bay Area has been described by those around him as liberating. He's energized, competitive, and by all accounts, determined to make the most of this chapter. Jimmy's not just trying to prove something, a team source said. He's trying to win, and do it the right way. That matters here. If both stars stay healthy and continue to lead by example, the Warriors won't just be contenders, they'll be one of the most dangerous veteran teams in the league. And if this season ends with a deep playoff run, or even one more title, it could mark one of the most impressive late-career resurgences in recent NBA history.